Hi, honey. Hello. Did you just get out here? Can mommy wake you? Hi. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Hey. Look at you guys. Okay. Totally comfortable.
I was worried they were gonna freak out. Oh, she's smiling.
You like it? You like it? Okay. Let's see. Oh! Wow!
What is it making them look like?
Show me.
Like how?
Are you having fun, Eden? Everly. This is so funny. Look at them. They like it. Oh my goodness. Daddy's right there for safety. Oh my. You like it? You kick. Kick.
Wow. Too bad.
Yeah. You may go in, sweetie.
Like they love it. Sit right there, Alina. Why don't you take a picture?
Ready? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
they love the water. Which is good. FaceTime your mom.
Be gentle. Hey everybody, okay, we just tried out, as you saw, the Otteroos that were gifted, these guys, and that was probably one of the cutest, Mike and I were just talking about it, that'll probably be one of our favorite memories, watching them giggle and kick around in there. Like, they absolutely loved it. We were a little skeptical how they would do, but they totally loved it. I know that people watching it are gonna be like, what the heck is that? And it looks really crazy, and is that safe? So just some background. When I had Alina, I had seen these like all over YouTube and Instagram and whatever, and I thought at the time, like, oh, that looks like a cute, fun, gimmicky thing to try with her, and I just didn't pull the trigger. So now that we have these for the twins, I was like, okay, let's check this out. But like any diligent parent, I wanted to check into the safety of it because it does look a little strange if you're not used to seeing it. And so what I could find online was that, actually surprisingly, I did not know this, but the American Association of Pediatrics doesn't recommend any flotation device, any air-filled flotation device of any kind for children, because this is just what I could find online. It seems like the rationale is because obviously they could pop, like things could puncture it, like things happen. I wanted to be sure that I was getting this correct, so I pulled up the articles right in front of me. And it seems like the main concerns is that they worry it would give parents a false sense of security. So I don't know if parents would think that it's like okay to wander away from their baby or like swim away from them, which we obviously would not do. So yeah, once Mike and I looked it over, we were like, okay, like check, check, check. We would never do any of these things that they're worried about, so we feel safe using it for our babies. And actually Everly, she has torticollis, and so it's not as bad now, but when she was a baby we did a bunch of physical therapy with her and chiropractic therapy, and so we checked with our physical therapist and she said yes. A bunch of physical therapists that she knows also use neck floats in their sessions with their kids, depending on the situation. So if your child has something like that, definitely check with your medical professional, but ours cleared us and said it's perfectly fine to use. Her additional recommendation was just to also, for Everly's case anyways, just to make sure that her body and her spine are in proper alignment while she's doing it. She didn't want her to twist into certain positions, to just keep her kind of on her back floating around. And so we were like, okay, cool, we got it. I think it's just like with anything. I mean, like driving in your car is dangerous. You could get into an accident. So that's why you put your child in a car seat and strap them in correctly. If you don't use the straps correctly, it becomes a safety issue. Like anything, there are tons of safety precautions to use, and I was actually really pleased to see how diligent they were about the safety precautions. So let me pull them. Where did I put it? So they have this whole checklist, front and back, of how to use this safely. So I thought that was really cool that they weren't just like, here's a floaty toy for your baby's neck, have at it. Like they actually like took the time to really explain how to use this safely. And it says not only on that handout but also on the Otteroo itself, like, what does this say? It says right here, this is not a life-saving device or a swimming aid. It's only to be used in the water under adult supervision. Always stay within arm's reach of the baby while in the water. Check for air leakage and firmness of the floaty. Proper inflation is critical, etc., etc. Consult with a physician prior to use. Don't use if they have, and then they list a whole bunch of conditions not to use it for. You know, weight restrictions, all these things, how to lift your baby while they're in it, like the best way to use it in the water. Like it's not, I'm really glad that they took the time to make it really safe, and that's why we felt comfortable using it. Like they obviously care. I reached out to them and they went over other safety stuff with me. And something else that they sent me was a link to a video of like special needs babies using neck floats, like the Otteroo, and I thought that was really cool. Like it seems like it really helps them. And so again, I can't make a blanket statement. I am not a medical professional. So yeah, if your baby has any sort of condition like that you see in the video, just always make sure to check with your own doctor. I think just a lot of this is like common sense, and so if you're just always watching your child, making sure that they're always above water, that they're comfortable, that like you're following all the safety precautions, I see no reason why you couldn't enjoy the cuteness that we just experienced. That was amazing. But I know that there's still gonna be people out there that are gonna be like, you guys are crazy, that look crazy, and you know, to each their own. But if you were curious and wanted to check it out, if you're like us and feel like you can follow all the safety precautions, I feel like it was super worth it and super fun to use with them. So otherwise, if you were just here to watch some cute babies float around, I hope you enjoyed it, especially Eden's little giggle that like made my day. So thumbs up for Eden. Just be safe and enjoy your babies. The end.